and blessed Christmas. I know I did. So for today's vlog, I'm going to give you a little background which will lead into the topic for today. So from the latter part of 2017 till now, God has really been using me and blessing me. And some of you may ask how. Well, I had to give up something of myself in order to receive something greater that God has in store for me. And that one thing I had to give up was being out of my comfort zone. I was doing so many things that I would not normally do. And this is how God allowed me to ask my next guest to do this vlog. I met her at a game night with the church I attend now, and she was so sweet, but like I said, it was the first time I ever met her. So when God put this on my heart to do the vlog, he said, ask her. I was like, okay. So I asked her and she said yes. Her name is Miss Tashandra Owens, T.O. She will be speaking on the topic about when God led her out of her comfort zone. I hope you all receive something and be blessed by it. Hope you all enjoy this.
So I was asked to talk about the time when God led me out of my comfort zone. 2018 has been all about being out of my comfort zone. Um, I actually made that a New Year's resolution to that I vowed to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Well, let me rewind back to 2017. Um, so 2017, my relationship ended with my ex-boyfriend, and of course, you know, with any relationship, you're shattered, you're broken, you're hurt. Um, but I didn't give myself time to heal because I tried to jump into something else maybe a few months later, and my pain and my insecurities showed that I wasn't healed. So um, I was angry at God, and I kept asking, like, why is this happening to me? I'm trying to live right. I'm trying to do right. I'm trying to do what you asked me to do. I'm trying to do what you called me to do. And I remember having a conversation with my mom, and I was just telling her that I don't feel like I'm enough. I don't feel this or I don't feel that. And my mom told me that I had low self esteem. And I was taken aback. I was like, well, it's hard to hear that from your mother because that's your number one supporter, you know. So I was I was I was shocked, and a part of me was like, you know what, Mom, I'm gonna show you that I don't have low self esteem, knowing good and well I did. Um, so after we got off the phone, I sat down and I prayed. I prayed. So my flesh wanted to prove to her that I don't have low self esteem, but in reality, God was setting my spirit up to get the healing that I need to understand who He was in this situation. So, um, going through my process, I'm learning more about myself. Um, I'm forgiving the people who's done things to me from years ago. I'm learning to forgive myself. I'm learning to operate in peace and joy and happiness. Um, the time spent alone is where God showed me who I was in Him, my identity. That alone time is necessary. It is necessary. And had I not gone through those situations, I would have never get the healing that I need. I would have never gotten that. I would have never took the time to understand what joy is, what peace is, and who God really is in my life. um, so those incidents that happened, and my mom telling me that I was, I was insecure and I didn't have any confidence. That really boosted me to figure out who I was as a woman. All right, fast forward to 2018. I'm learning about myself. I'm learning to stand out. I'm learning to go out to dinner by myself. Um, because back in the day, I would never have gone out by myself to a restaurant, a nice restaurant, and treated myself. It would always have to be with somebody else and not by myself. I learned how to spend time with myself. That's the most uncomfortable thing ever, because God puts you in this place where you're kind of isolated, um, which is a good thing, because when you're isolated, you learn so much about yourself. I started traveling by myself. Um, yeah, I started to do so many things by myself, and believe me, it was uncomfortable. It was really uncomfortable. Um, One thing that helped me the most was I looked at a lot of motivational videos as to how to be a woman of God, how to stand as a woman of God, and how to be secure and confident in who you are. Um, I, be, I began to I start planning things that I would do by this year, by the end of this year, and I have done them. Of course, I'm human. I procrastinate, so there were other things that I didn't get a chance to do, and but I promise you, I'm trying to get everything God has for me. So going back to planning, there was one night I was reading and studying, and I was just crying out to God. And He was telling me, well, no, I was reading and studying, and all I heard was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I was like, what, God? So I continue to read, and I heard beautified, which this is the shirt, beautified. Um, I don't know if you can see the beauty for ashes. So in that moment, God was, he's so amazing. He's so amazing. In that moment, God was just speaking to me and saying that your identity is not in the people you surround yourself with. Other people cannot make you happy. If you want joy and peace, seek me. Seek me. And I was like, oh man. Okay, God, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, and so as I began to seek Him, this is when Beautified came about. Yeah, this is when it came about. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just just going back thinking about my process. It's it's been an amazing one. It's been hard, but it's been an amazing one. So October the 20th, 2018, I put together my first event called Beautified Reset. So the purpose of this event was to allow women to become comfortable with who they are and become who God has called them to be. It allowed women to speak their truth and hear from their truth. Um, Beautified, it was about taking your mask off. It was about removing the makeup and stop hiding all the pain and the hurt that you once endured, and heal by recognizing what you're going through and by forgiving. So, 2018 has been definitely one of the years where I have been uncomfortable, because years before I would have never put together a beautified event. I would have never done a conference, I guess you can say. I would have never traveled by myself. I would have never went to a restaurant by myself. But because because of God and because of my obedience and willing to do what He's called me to do, it's been amazing. So, if you're having if you're having issues with stepping outside of your comfort zone, just do it. Just do it. That's the best way I can explain it. You just have to step, and God goes before you and He's with you. Just do it. If it doesn't have to be anything big, but just take the necessary step to be uncomfortable. Because it's 9 times out of 10, that's where your blessing is. When you're uncomfortable and you're moving and where God has told you to go, is a blessing. This right now, is uncomfortable for me because I'm not the type to speak out in front of a crowd. I don't like to record myself on videos, really. So this is really uncomfortable for me. But I hope that this blesses somebody. I hope that it blesses somebody. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a great day. God bless you. Have a good night. Bye.